Thank you for joining me today. My name is Miss Amy, and today we are going to go on a little field trip. We are going to go to the zoo. Who loves the zoo? I do too. I'm really excited that you're joining me today on this little trip we're going to take. What you're going to need is some space. Make sure you're able to spread out and you have a little room so we can move and dance and stretch out. Okay, we're going to be reading a few stories today, and we're also going to be doing some different stretches and learning some yoga poses that are based on animals. So what I need you guys to do is really use your imagination today and have lots of fun because we are going to go on a little trip to the zoo. Okay, so first we have a super fun song to get us started. And we're going to meet some animals that we might actually see if we took a real trip to the zoo. So I want you guys to think about what is your favorite animal that you'd like to see at the zoo? Just go ahead and yell it out. Gorillas! Elephants? Awesome! Crocodiles? Zebras? What else? Polar bears. Yeah, some zoos have polar bears. Birds, different birds. Oh, you guys have such great animals you'd like to see. Okay, so I want you to follow along with the song, okay? And in between each animal that we're introduced to, I want you to just kind of like run in place, because we're gonna go to the zoo, right? Either run or you can march, 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 march. Okay. And here we go, boys and girls. This is a really fun song. You can sing along too if you want.
Stomp like elephants. Let's go to the zoo and stomp like the elephants do. Let's go to the zoo and stomp like the elephants do. Jump like kangaroos. Let's go to the zoo and jump like the kangaroos do. Let's go to the zoo and jump like the kangaroos do. Swing like monkeys. Let's go to the zoo and swing like the monkeys do. Let's go to the zoo and swing like the monkeys do. Waddle like penguins. Let's go to the zoo and waddle like the penguins do. Let's go to the zoo and waddle like the penguins do. Slither like snakes. Let's go to the zoo and slither like the snakes do. Let's go to the zoo and and slither like the snakes do. Swim like polar bears. Let's go to the zoo and swim like the polar bears do. Let's go to the zoo and swim like the polar bears do. Let's go to the zoo and dance like the animals do. Let's go to the zoo and dance like the animals do.
Great job, everyone. All right, great job, everybody. So now what I want you guys to do, now that we're all warmed up and we got a little dancing in and we met some animal friends, is we're gonna meet a few more animal friends and we're gonna practice some different stretches that are based on the animal. All right, so first we're gonna do two of my favorites. These are really fun to do. And if you guys want to, while you're doing them, you can even make the noises. So now we're going to come down to the ground. If you've not gotten a soft surface or a mat, you can grab one now really quickly. Or if you're on a carpet, that's fine too. I'm going to show you some cards with pictures to show you the different stretches. So the first one we're going to do is called cow pose. So that's an example, a nice picture for you guys to take a look at. And we're going to do cow pose, and then we're going to go right into cat pose. These two go very well together. Okay, so that's what they're going to look like. I'm going to show you how to do it in just a second. Okay. All right, so like I said, you want to have some space on the ground. And what we're going to do, boys and girls, is we're going to start on our knees like this. And then we're going to come to all fours. Okay, I'm actually going to turn this way so you guys can see me a little bit better. There we go. All right, so for cat pose, you're going to bring your belly button up and in and arch your back and let your head drop down. And we can all say meow. Okay, and you're going to go right into cow and do the opposite. You're going to stick your hiney out. You can wiggle it a little bit if you want to. Bring your belly button more towards the floor. And we're going to say moo, just like a cow. Okay, we're going to go through that just a couple more times. We're going to go right from cat into cow. And here we go. Arch your back and meow in our cat pose. Then we're going to stick our hiney out, bring the belly button towards the floor for cow. Do that two more times. One more, cat, meow. And move for cow pose. One last time. Arch our back for cat. Meow. And bring that belly down towards the floor and stick your hiney out for cow. Move. Nice job, you guys. Okay, you guys can stay right there on the floor if you like, and I'm going to show you our next pose. So the next one is called butterfly pose. Who doesn't love butterflies? I do. Okay, so if you take a look at the picture, that's what we're going to look like. So you can start by sitting on your mat. Okay, and then you're going to bring one foot to meet the other foot. And just bring those feet together. Give it a nice stretch. Good job, boys and girls. Doing a wonderful job. And if you want to, you can make it an even deeper stretch. You're going to take that nose to your toes. Hopefully you don't have stinky Okay, ready? We're gonna breathe in and breathe out. And bring that nose to your toes. Just gonna hold it there. 3, 2, 1. Bring it back up. Good job, everyone. Now you can take your feet out straight ahead of you and wiggle those legs. Say, wake up, legs, wake up, legs. Then we're gonna take our one foot up and you're gonna hold onto it and we are gonna pretend to row a boat. Row a boat. We're gonna row our boat all the way to the zoo. Good job, you guys. Okay, put that one foot down. You're gonna bring up your other, grab a hold, and we're gonna row our boat. Row our boat with this one. Nice job. Row your boat. Row your boat. Row your boat. Awesome. Go ahead and put that foot down. We're gonna stand right on up, you guys. I'm actually gonna take my glasses off for this one so they don't fall off. Okay. And now we're gonna do a combination of stretches. Okay, it's called a sun salutation. So there are a few animal poses included in this one too, and we'll go through them as I show you. So you can stand up straight on your mat. Okay, bring your arms down. We can roll those shoulders back before we start. Good job, you guys. And remember to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Good job. Okay, so we're going to take our hands that are now at our sides. We're going to stretch them all the way up to the ceiling and we're going to say, hello, sun. Hello, sun. We're going to stretch all the way down to reach for our toes and we're going to say, hello, earth. Hello, earth. Hello, earth. Then we're going to walk it all the way out into what's called a plank. You guys can see me. I'm going to turn to the side again so you can see me a little bit better. Here we go. Then we're going to come down to our bellies. Now you're on your belly. You're going to come up just slightly, bend those elbows, and this is a cobra pose. Just like our snake, the big snake. Come on back down. Then you're going to curl those toes under, push all the way up and back, walk your feet in, and now, my friends, we are in a downward dog. This is a really great stretch. While you're here, you can come up onto your toes, walk your legs out, even bark like your favorite dog. Good job. Bring those heels back down. Make sure your hips and your hiney are pointing up into the sky. This is a really good stretch. And we can walk our feet right back in to meet our hands. And we're going to come all the way up and back down. Good job, everybody. We're going to do that just one more time, and then we're going to meet some more animal friends in our story. How's that sound? Good? Okay, here we go. One more sun salutation. So you're going to start, hands at your side, all the way up and say, hello, sun. And we're going to stretch all the way down to reach for our toes and say, hello, earth. We're going to walk it out into a plank. Okay, then those elbows come all the way down into your tummy. Halfway lift here for a cobra. Think like a snake. There you go. Come all the way back down. Curl your toes under. Lift your whole booty and body up. And we're in our downward dog. Nice job, everyone. We can bark like our puppy friends. Nice. All right. Bring those feet right on in to meet your hands. Come all the way up. Stretch it all the way back up one more time. And arms down to your sides. Great job, boys and girls. We are going to read our first story. And our first story is called Susan. And this is about this little friend of ours. Her name is Lila. And she takes a trip to the zoo She meets lots and lots of animal friends, and they show her different stretches and different things to help her calm down, to help her move around a little bit, and have some fun. Are you guys ready to read the story? Great, me too. Let's get started. And in between each page, I'm going to stop and I'll show you the poses. Okay, sound good? All right, great. Okay, so here we go on our trip to the zoo. Lila is ready to try something new. Can she learn yoga from friends at the zoo? What do you guys think? Yeah, I think she might learn some. Okay. She rolls out her mat and she puts on her yoga pants to pose like the creatures and mimic each stance. One balancing bear grabs onto his feet. Lila grabs also, and she lifts from her seat. Okay, you guys, let's give this one a try. So we're going to come back down to our mat. Okay, you're going to try to balance on your bum. All right. You're going to grab one foot, bring it straight on up, and then let's try to balance. Grab the other foot, bring it straight on up and balance. You really want to use those tummy muscles. Point your toes. Good job. If you can't do both feet, just try one at a time. Okay? So then you can switch if you're trying it like that. Good job. But if you have both of them up there, try to balance as long as you can. Good job, you guys. They're looking good. This is a fun pose for a bear. Okay, you're going to bring them back down and just have a seat until we meet our next friend. So Lila is going to continue on her zoo journey. Next, we are going to meet a cobra. In the cobra pit, two snakes glide around. She slithers and wiggles all over the ground. So we did try this one already. This is cobra pose. And they're telling us to keep your hands under your shoulders. Why don't you guys go ahead and give that a try right now yourselves? Copy what Lila is doing. And remember to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouths. This one is kind of relaxing too. And as you can see, Lila has her eyes closed. Okay. Good job, everybody. I'm glad you gave it a try. Okay. Here is the next one. What animal is this, you guys? Yes, an eagle. So 3 eagles gaze on. Lila glances up high, twisted yet steady. She is ready to fly. So the eagle is telling us to hook one foot behind your calf if you can. So if you can take a look at what Lila's doing, okay? And I'm going to show you eagle pose as well. All right, so you're going to stand all the way up on your mat. And just like the eagle says, you're going to pick up your one foot and see if you can hook it back behind your other. Then you're also going to take your arms here in the center and twist them around and try to meet your hands. This one's kind of hard because you also have to balance. Okay? So you can use those tummy muscles, pull in those tummy muscles so you can balance. Okay, and then you can bring it back down. Shake it out, shake it out. We want to shake it out, right? Okay, and you guys can try that on the other side. So you're going to take the opposite foot, bring it on up. Try to hook it around that calf. Miss Amy has a hard time with eagle pose, but it's good to practice. It helps with balance. Bring your arms back up to your heart. And then we're going to loop our hands just like that. And there we have it, you guys. There's eagle pose. Come out slowly and wiggle it out, wiggle it out, wiggle it out. Great job. Are we ready to meet our next animal friend? I'm excited to meet our next animal friend. Here we are. This one is one of my very favorites. So lions stalk and they prowl. In this pride, there are 4. Hands pressed to her knees. Lila bellows a roar. So this, you guys, this is called lion's breath. Lion's breath, super duper fun. So you get to stick your tongue out and you get to breathe and let some stuff go. So lion's breath is really good to do if you're getting frustrated or upset about something. Okay, so we're gonna take a nice deep breath in through our nose, and then we're gonna breathe it out through our mouth and stick your tongue out. That's lion's breath. Great job. One more time in through your nose. And you guys want to do it one more time? Okay, awesome. Here we go. In through your nose. Out through your mouth. Good job, everyone. I love lion's breath. Lion's breath is very fun. Okay, here's our next one. We have camel pose. 5 camels with humps want her to bend back. She grips onto her heels. Now she's got the knack. And our camel here is telling us to remember to relax our neck. So let's give this one a try, you guys. We're going to come back down to our mats, okay? And you are going to start on your knees, okay? You start on your knees. Again, I'm going to turn actually so you can see me. So you're on your knees. You're going to bring your arms out straight. You're going to take one arm back to meet your heel. And then if you can, take the other arm back. And just like she said, relax your neck. And just hang out here. If you can't do both at the same time, you take one at a time. There you go. Hold it, relax, breathe. Come back up if you're doing one at a time. And go ahead and do that other one. Good job. And if you're brave, try both. All right. Good job, everybody. So that was camel pose. Okay, we are going to continue our zoo journey with our next friend. And our next friend is a gorilla. 8 gorillas screech. Lila folds in half, clasps hands under her feet, and she lets out a laugh. It's okay to bend your knees, the gorillas say. So can you guys see how Lila's doing that? I'm going to show you too. So what we're going to do is we're going to stand up all the way up, and then we're going to take both of our hands and we're going to bend all the way down, okay? You're going to pick up your feet and put one hand under one foot and put the other under the other. And this, my friends, is gorilla pose. Make some gorilla noises or monkey noises. You can bend your knees just like our gorilla said. Give that a try. There we go. Nice job. Okay, let one hand up and then the other from under your feet and stand all the way back up. And that is gorilla pose. Okay, here is our next friend. This one's super fun too. We have some lizards. 9 scaly lizards climb onto a stone. Her leg is a tail. She's only just grown. So our lizards are telling us to step 1 foot to the outside of your hands. Can you guys see how she's doing that? Okay, I'm going to show you now too. This one is a really, really great stretch for kids and grown-ups if you're tight back in here in your hamstrings. So we're going to come down, and actually probably the easiest way to do lizard is to start on your knees. Okay. And what you guys can do is take your right foot, okay, bring it out into a lunge. Okay. Bring your hands next to your foot and drop that other leg back behind you. There you go. I am again going to turn so you guys can see. So bend this front leg, the right leg, bring the hands outside and drop that other leg in the back. There you go. You can hold this. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going to switch. You can start back on your knees. Bring that left foot out into an L like this. Bring your hands on the outside of the foot. And then drop your right leg back behind you for lizard. There you go. It's a good stretch. Okay, here we are. 3, 2, 1. Good job, everybody. All right. Are we ready to meet our next friend? Frogs. So 10 frogs by a pond, some hip, some hop, and she stretches out wide. Her arms are the prop. So the frogs are telling us to remember to relax our feet. Okay, so you guys want to give frog pose a try? Okay, I will show you how that goes. Okay, so we can actually start by laying down on our bellies. Okay, and then you bring one leg out to the side and the other. Okay, and then use your arms like this, just as a prop. There we go. Good job, everyone. This is also a really nice stretch. Grown-ups, this might be a little bit harder for you if you're tight in it, but the kiddos should have no problem doing it, and it's fun for them. Okay, all right, there we are. Bring one leg in and then the other. Okay, you can come right back up. Actually, we're going to stand up. Okay, you guys can go ahead and stand up. We're going to meet our next animal friend and wrap up our story. Okay, so here is the next one. What is that, boys and girls? Yeah, it's a flamingo. So our flamingo friend is telling us that we can use yoga when you want to calm down and feel strong. Just remember to breathe. Use only your nose. Inhale and exhale. And stay calm in each pose. So we are going to try flamingo pose. Okay? So again, stand straight up. You're going to bring one leg. It's very similar to tree pose, if any of you have ever tried tree pose, right? So we're going to pretend that we're a flamingo and bring it up. If you want to, you can take that foot all the way up. You can hold on to something if that's helpful. And bring up. We're going to breathe in through our nose and out. Okay, bring that down. Wiggle it out a little bit. Just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Nice job, boys and girls. Okay, we are wrapping up our trip to the zoo. Always be present right here and right now. Show that you are thankful. And we can finish with a bow. All right, you guys. So let's go ahead and do that. All right. So thank you so much for coming on my trip to the zoo with Lila and I and meeting all of our animal friends and learning how they each have their own stretches, right? So we learned gorilla, we learned our lion's breath, which was super fun, right? Like a lion, we did flamingo, we met a frog and a snake. Who else did we meet? Yes, an eagle. Good job. Yeah, okay, so we are going to finish with a bow. So I want everybody to roll their shoulders back. Okay, breathe in through your nose and bow. There we go. Great job, boys and girls. I have one more quick story. If you want to get cozy, have a seat on the floor, okay? And we'll give that a quick read and then we're all set. All right, you guys, here's our last little bit. We're going to read this story. It's called River Rose and the Magical Lullaby. She also goes on a super fun trip to the zoo. But what I'd like for you guys to do right now is to get cozy, sit crisscross applesauce, or comfortably on the floor or in the lap of your mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, cousin, whoever you're doing the program with. Okay, sit cozy with them. And I want you to just relax and listen to the story and remember to breathe. Okay, here we are. We're going to get started. River Rose's journey to the zoo. There she is. Okay. River Rose loves to sing. She loves to make new friends. She skips, she hops, she beeps and bops. She loves to play pretend. Her best friend's name is Joplin, and he loves to beep bop too. And tomorrow, for the first time, they're going to the zoo. Oh, Joplin, I'm so excited. I cannot wait to see the lions that roar and seals that bark. How long can one night be? So she's very excited to go to the zoo. River Rose tossed and turned. She wouldn't close her eyes until her mom came in and sang to her this lullaby. Every night you lie with me. When I wake, you're still here. I don't know if I ever could find someone as kind and dear. A squeaky sound woke River Rose in the middle of the night. Outside her bedroom window, something gave her quite a fright. She sat up straight, and there she saw in front of the shiny moon a bobbling, wobbling handful of magical balloons. Well, wouldn't that be exciting if you had magical balloons outside your window? Soon she was flying and swishing through the sky on the adventure of a lifetime with Joplin by her side. Then she landed down in the center of the zoo, and right around the corner came a bouncing kangaroo. He was just about to ask if there was something he could do when River Rose jumped up and said, "We've come to play with you." She turned on all the lights and sang, "There's so much I want to see. Lions, tigers, bears, oh my. Let's have a zoo party." Look, she's dancing with all the animals. The elephants got things started, spraying water in the air. River Rose danced around and got soaked without a care. Next, she joined the penguins, slip sliding in the snow. The zebras and giraffes joined in and put on quite a show. Then she asked the turtles, "Can I join you in the water?" She hopped from pad to pad and played tag with an otter. Oh no! A rock below began to shimmy and to shake. Wait, that's not a rock at all. There's a hippo in this lake. She saw an ice cream shop ahead and asked, was it okay to go and build herself a ginormous fudge sundae? River Rose and Joplin continued throughout the zoo. She turned and asked her best friend, "What do you want to do?" Joplin took off running right for the merry-go-round. They rode the ride 100 times falling dizzy to the ground. The polar bears were waiting, playing quietly in the snow. She asked if she could join them, but they had to let her know. We're really all so tired now. Polar bears need their sleep. The trick to fun is to let the day be done. That's the secret that we keep. Everybody's calming down now. River Rose realized then it was time to say goodbye. And as the bears snuggled in their den, she remembered the lullaby. Every night you lie with me. When I wake, you're still here. I don't know if I ever could find someone as kind and dear. It looks like they're all sleeping now. Through the window and back to bed, a big smile upon her face. That was a great adventure, but home is my favorite place. And that's the end of our story and the end of our journey today to the zoo. I hope you guys had a great time meeting all the animals and learning all the different stretches and things that go along with them. And just like River Rose, I want you to keep your imagination and pretend anytime you're ready. Okay? Thank you guys so much. I will see you soon, and thanks again for joining me.